Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm doing a very big unboxing of 3 recent Prince releases. These are all re-releases of stuff that have come out in the past, and they've just been re-released by Sony because as part of the deal that they made, they now have access to a lot of Warner Brothers content and post Warner Brothers content as well. And they've been steadily re-releasing a lot of stuff. The first release is the Versace Experience, which originally was just a promo cassette that came out in 1995, and it's only ever been released on cassette. Last year, on Record Store Day, they re-released the cassette, which I have, and now they've decided to release it on CD and vinyl as well. Now, this is the only one that I actually picked up the CD for. That's the CD right there for the Versace Experience. Because the other 2 releases were already released on CD and I already have them in my collection, so I only picked those up on vinyl. So let's open the CD first of this and take a look. It's just in a standard cardboard sleeve. I don't think there's an insert or anything like that. Okay, so here it is out of the packaging, and let's open it up. Yep, it is literally just CD, in case there's no booklet or anything there, but that's fine. This isn't something that really warrants a booklet. Like I said, it was a promo release, and it's basically just excerpts of songs that Prince was working on at the time. There's a couple full tracks on there as well, but this is mostly just excerpts, as you can see there. So it's not a particularly long release at all, but it's something that I didn't have on CD, and now I do. So that's a CD of the Versace Experience. I also have the vinyl right there, which I can't quite get close enough to the camera because my microphone's in the way, but let's open this one up. And I believe this is on black vinyl. I believe the other 2 are on purple vinyl, but let's have a look and see which one it is. Okay, so that is it out of the packaging there. Rather nice cover on that. And we have, oh, it is actually on purple vinyl, as you can see there. Well, you probably can't see in this lighting, but that is purple. It's kind of like a nice swirly pattern on there, and it just has the logo on both sides. No track listing on the actual label itself. And there's also a download code in there as well, which I'm not going to show to the camera. So that is the Versace Experience. The next release is 1995's Chaos and Disorder. Now, this was put out as the last album of Prince's contract while it was with Warner Brothers. They did release a couple of albums afterwards that he'd given them to like fulfill the end of his contract, but this is the last one that came out while he was still actually underneath the company. And it's kind of an angry record. It's one that he re-recorded in like 7 days of old tracks with old band members, and because it was kind of like rushed, it has this kind of rough feel, which actually really works for it. It's a very rocky album, and it just sounds gritty and hard, and for the type of music that it is, it's actually really, really good. And it is one of my favorite 90s Prince albums. A lot of Prince fans really don't like it, but I really do. So let's have a look at it. There it is there. It's full of all this angry artwork as well. Boot print on Prince's face, a broken record there. Yeah, it's kind of slapdash artwork, to be honest, but that is That's to be expected with how the album came out. So we are going to open this one up. This is also on purple vinyl. This is the first time this has actually been released on vinyl. I've had it on CD for a long time, and now I have it on vinyl. Here we go. Okay, so in here we have, again, another download code. And this is the inside sleeve. There. Again, it's very angry looking stuff. I mean, there's a needle with a dollar bill inside. You have a toilet with a heart in it. You know, it's kind of really angry kind of artwork. And again, you've got the purple vinyl. Let's take that out. And that, again, no track listing, just that on both sides. So, and this is one that I think really benefits from being on vinyl, because having that grittier sound, having it on vinyl is going to give a little bit of a warmth to it, which doesn't really work too well with a lot of overproduced stuff. But something like that, that's the kind of thing that is really kind of like going to shine on vinyl, kind of rocky, angry stuff like that. So that was Chaos and Disorder. The third one is huge, absolutely huge. It's Emancipation, which is the album that came out right after Chaos and Disorder. It came out in the same year, 1996. And this was the first album that Prince released outside of Warner Brothers. And he really wanted to kind of go really grandiose with it. And he definitely did that. It was on 3 cassettes or 3 CDs when it came out. It's actually the very first Prince album that I bought. I bought it in Spain on cassette. I don't quite remember how much I paid for it, but I believe it was the year it came out or just after it came out. And I wore that cassette out pretty much. I just listened to it over and over and over again. Going back to the album now, I'm not actually the biggest fan of it. There are, like I said, three CDs. There's 3 hours of music, and there's probably a really solid single album on there, but there's a lot of filler as well, and a lot of it is really overproduced. This won't make me very popular with Prince fans, but I actually believe that Chaos and Disorder is a better album than Emancipation is. So this is another one that hasn't been released on vinyl before, and with the limits of vinyl records, this 3 CD set has gone on to 6 LPs, which has made it really quite expensive. I believe I paid like £85-90 for this, for an album that I don't particularly care for all that much, but that's the life of a Prince completist, I guess. So let's have a look. It is really goddamn heavy. Okay. Comes in a big box, like so. Track listing on the back. I really should have positioned my microphone somewhere a little bit different so that I can actually show these in the center of the frame. But anyway, you have all the LPs inside there, if you can see. So let's open this up and take a look. I have to say, I do really like the packaging on this. Having it all in a slip box is, well, you've kind of got to with 6 LPs, to be honest. But it is really nicely presented. Okay, so let's take all of them out. Put the download code down there. Now, I'm not going to open each and every single one of these up, but I'll show you the artwork on them. In fact, I will actually, because there's individual artwork on the insides. those two. I'll just quickly flip through these because there's some. That's quite a nice picture, that. And on that side, you have a hallway in Paisley Park with a load of records. On the wall, gold records. And there we have that and that. And inside, some drawings and Paisley Park there again. And these are all on purple vinyl as well. Again, pictures of Paisley Park and Prince in front of a rather nice car. Bottles of perfume, what I'm assuming is perfume, might be incense. That is the wrong way up. That is a really cool picture. I like that, and it's continued on the back as well. I wouldn't mind having that as a poster, actually. And there we go. There we go. 2 more left. Some of this artwork suffers from being blown up from the original size. I mean, that is quite... You probably can't really tell so much on the camera, but that is actually quite blurry. And that on the back. Yeah, again, fairly blurry artwork on that. But they've redone all the text, so the text isn't blurry at all. And the last one, which is that photo is actually used on the lyric book as well. There was a lyric book released separately, and that was the cover of it, and recording information and stuff on the back. And you've got that there, and that. And like I said, they're all on purple vinyl, and you do actually have track listings this time on the records, so that's good. So yeah, that was, like I said, a rather large unboxing of stuff. That was not cheap. It really wasn't, but like I said, Life of a Prince completionist. Honestly, these 3 releases are nothing compared to what's coming in November, because we're getting a 1999 deluxe edition in November, which is on 6 CDs and 1 DVD, or 10 LPs and 1 DVD. Well, I say or, I'm going to get them both, but that is definitely not cheap. You're looking at coming up to £200 for the vinyl on that one. So that is going to be an expensive month, but I've got to have it all. So that's just what I'm like with Prince stuff. It's the only artist I actually collect like that. So it's not like I'm buying every single artist that I like on these super expensive editions on vinyl and CD. But I will do it for Prince. And yeah, that was those 3 releases. I'm not going to go track by track which songs I like. The last unboxing video I did that, and Prince fans got a little bit rabid because I didn't like the same tracks that they did, which, you know, a lot of the community is brilliant, but a lot of the community is really, really nasty as well. And I say a lot, it's a small minority, but like I said, I prefer Chaos and Disorder to Emancipation. That's probably enough to rile some people up. I'm not going to rile them up even more by saying which tracks I like and don't like on each release. But yeah, that was the unboxing for the Versace Experience, Chaos and Disorder and Emancipation. Join me again in November, where I will be unboxing the 1999 Super Deluxe Edition. Until then, catch you later.